Your dog sleeps there every single day, sometimes for hours, sometimes for most of the day. It's their safe place, their comfort zone, the one place where they feel completely relaxed, completely secure, completely at peace. And because of that, you probably never question it. You never stop to think about it. You just assume that if your dog is comfortable, then everything is fine, everything is safe, everything is exactly how it should be. But what if that exact place, the place your dog trusts the most, is actually one of the biggest hidden problems inside your home? Something you don't see, something you don't notice, something that slowly builds up over time without any obvious warning signs. Most dog owners don't realize that a dog's bed is not just a place to rest. It's a surface that absorbs everything your dog brings with them every single day. And over time, that accumulation starts to create an environment that can directly affect your dog's health in ways that are not obvious at first. Every time your dog comes back from outside, they bring invisible particles with them, tiny pieces of dirt, dust, bacteria from the ground, from grass, from sidewalks, from everywhere they walk. And even if your dog looks clean, those particles are still there, quietly traveling with them. When your dog lies down, all of that transfers into the bed, into the fabric, into the surface, and it doesn't just stay on top. It gets absorbed layer by layer, day after day, building up in a way that feels invisible but becomes significant over time. At first, nothing seems different. The bed looks the same, your dog behaves the same. Everything feels normal, and that's exactly why most people ignore it, because there is no immediate sign, no obvious warning, no clear reason to worry. But problems like this don't appear instantly. They develop slowly, quietly, in a way that blends into your routine. And when something blends into your routine, you stop questioning it. You accept it as normal. Over time, that bed starts to hold more than just dirt. It begins to retain moisture, especially if your dog lies down slightly damp, maybe after a walk, maybe after playing outside, or even after a bath where they weren't fully dried. Moisture changes everything because when it gets trapped inside a soft surface, it creates the perfect environment for growth: warm, soft, slightly humid, protected from airflow, exactly the conditions that allow bacteria and other microorganisms to multiply. And once they start multiplying, the environment begins to shift. Even if you can't see it, even if you don't notice it right away, it's happening. Your dog is in constant contact with that surface, lying on it for hours, pressing their skin, their coat, their paws into it, absorbing whatever is built up over time, and this repeated contact is what turns something small into something bigger. Because it's not a one-time exposure, it's daily, consistent, repeated over and over again, and that consistency is what amplifies the effect. You might start noticing small changes, things that don't seem connected at first. Maybe your dog scratches a little more than usual. Maybe they lick their paws more often. Maybe their coat doesn't feel as fresh. Maybe there's a smell that returns faster than expected. But because these changes are subtle, because they don't feel urgent, most people ignore them. They assume it's normal. They assume it's random. They move on without realizing that these are early signals. What many don't realize is that these signals are often connected to the environment their dog spends the most time in, and the dog's bed is one of the most consistent environments in their daily life. Dogs naturally return to the same spot, they circle, they press into familiar areas, they settle into positions they feel comfortable in, which means certain areas of the bed receive more pressure, more moisture, more contact than others. These areas become concentrated zones, holding more buildup, more moisture, more particles, even if the rest of the bed seems fine. And because this happens gradually, it's easy to miss. Another important detail is that most people don't clean the dog's bed as often as they clean the rest of the house, and even when they do, they don't always clean it in a way that removes everything that has built up over time. The bed becomes a separate environment, one that holds on to things differently, one that absorbs more, one that keeps what it collects longer than other surfaces. Over time, this creates a cycle. Your dog lies on the bed, absorbs what's there, then moves through the house, transferring small amounts of that buildup to other surfaces, furniture, carpets, blankets. Everything starts to become connected. And even if you bathe your dog, even if you clean them properly, they return to that same environment, resetting the cycle all over again. This is why some dog owners feel like they are doing EV,